Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now I'm recording this video on the GoPro. Let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about the GoPro quality for the vlogs as opposed to just POV drives. Now I took a massive L yesterday, and I'll be upfront and honest, it was all my fault. Making this video so you guys do not mess this up and end up literally wasting $200. So I have a Chevy Tahoe, right? Now I don't really drive the car or the truck for that matter that often. Now my truck was actually dead. That's actually the truck that I used to get around town if I need to do groceries. I run it like legit like once or twice a month. So it doesn't really get driven that much. Whenever I'm going out, if I just want to go out and cruise, obviously I'm gonna go ahead and take the Mustang. Now, the truck was dead. The battery is completely dead just, because of lack of driving. Now, in my, I guess, ignorance, I tried to jump the truck with the Mustang, which again, is a horrible idea. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and admit that I messed up. Now, the worst part about this is I actually have roadside insurance on this truck. So like, I literally could have just texted roadside and they would have just jumped it for free. But I didn't think about that until after the fact. Now, after I went ahead and tried to jump the truck because it didn't even work, I completely fucked up the battery on the Mustang. I'm talking about the volts were like 12,931 idle. And then driving around, it was the same. So the battery was completely cooked. It was completely toasted. And I was literally shitting my pants. I'm like, did I just fuck the alternator up completely? Now I'm gonna get more into that in this video, but God, if you can take one thing from this, do not try to jump any car that you have a supercharger on or any type of aftermarket parts. I wasn't thinking, I don't know why I did it. It was a massive L, man, but you know what, for me being honest, drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications, man. So here's the old battery. I already went ahead and replaced it with a new battery in the car. This actually was a Motorcraft battery. This is an old ass fucking battery. I don't know how long this has been in the car. That legendary Chris M battery, it's no longer in my car anymore. Damn. I'm kind of pissed, man, but shit. I can't believe I did that. So I'm gonna go ahead and return this to AutoZone because I went ahead and replaced it obviously at the crib. And I'm just gonna give them the core. So I guess let's just go on a POV drive. All right, so we're on our way to Advanced Auto Parts. My bad, we're going to Advanced Auto Parts. God, bro, I can't believe I went ahead and made that rookie mistake, man. Like, I completely killed the battery. Right now, with the new battery, the car is operating obviously within, the range, high 13, 14, so we're good to go. The battery was the issue, but unfortunately, I think I did go ahead and hurt the alternator a little bit. Now, let me go ahead and explain what I mean by I unfortunately hurt the alternator a little bit. Now, after going ahead and replacing this battery that's in the car right now, the new one, I drove it around for about 25-30 minutes just to go ahead and, make sure that, it was given the right juice, making sure that the problem was solved, or at least solved enough to the point that I can actually go ahead and enjoy the car without having the cutout, because I actually did a pull unknowingly with the older battery with the voltage down before I even really realized it, and obviously it cut out like a motherfucker, like way worse before. I mean, if I literally took the car over 4,000 RPM, it would cut out. Now with this new battery that's in the car right now, whenever I do a third gear pull, now I took the car up to like 6,400 RPM yesterday night. Now I didn't record anything because when I fuck shit up, it's like I'm like locked in making sure that everything is working properly. I did a pull from third gear, fourth, and rode it all the way out to like 140 miles an hour, shifting at 6,300 RPM, and it did not cut out, which is good. So the third gear rolls, the how I enjoy the car, we're all good to go. If I were to go ahead and take this car to the track, we would be good to go. Now I actually went ahead and I tested a second gear pull, leaving at 40 miles an hour, and the car hits like a motherfucker now. And I mean, this light is long as hell, man, Jesus, but I guess it kind of works out. The car pulls like a motherfucker now because of all that extra weight we went ahead and shaved off with the dumps. And also, I haven't really properly ran the car with it running right on the new clutch cable, so I was very surprised on how hard this car was hitting. Like, the car is significantly quicker. Now, I did one of those draggy pulls as well, and the car picked up damn near 2 seconds, 60 to 130 time. So that lets you know how big of a difference a clutch cable replacement and weight out of this car actually made. I'm not gonna reveal draggy numbers right now, because I do want to go ahead and run the car a little bit and get some races in, but the car is running hard as fuck. Now, back when I was talking about the second gear pull, the car actually cuts out when I do a 40, obviously in second gear, and rubbing it up to like 6,300 RPM. Now, before it wasn't doing that, obviously with the fresh alternator, or which it was a fresh alternator a couple weeks ago, I could rev it out pretty much however I wanted and it wouldn't cut out. Now, because of that issue, I was like, okay, let me make sure everything in the car is turned off. Let me make sure everything in the car is not drawing any power. I decided to go ahead and unplug the SCT4 device, and lo and behold, after I did that and did another second gear pull, the car didn't cut out. So when I go ahead and run this car, I'm gonna have to go ahead and unplug this SCT4 device, because, you know, my ignorance in running this car, trying to go ahead and jump a fucking truck with my Mustang. Again, I don't know why I did that. I mean, it's stupid me, man. Roast me in the comments. After going ahead and trying to jump a truck with this car, I think I kind of went ahead and damaged the alternator enough to the point that this SCT4 device is now drawing enough voltage to cause problems leaving at second gear, which is weird because it doesn't do it at third gear. I guess third gear doesn't take as much load. You know, shifting up to like 6,300 RPM. So, man, kind of sucks, but at the same time, at least there is a solution to the problem. Now, theoretically, the only reason why I have this SCT4 device hooked up when I do runs is to, you know, monitor the battery voltage as well as the IATs. It's cooler here in Texas. I mean, it's getting to like 50 degrees at night. The IATs aren't getting high at all. So theoretically, I don't need to have the SCT4 device hooked up. It's just kind of like a monitoring factor now, because I made that foolish mistake. Whenever I go ahead and run the car, I'm just gonna go ahead and have to unplug it. Now, what I am gonna have to go ahead and do is I'm gonna have to replace the, I believe the wideband bung, or the sensor on this Innovate gauge for the AFR is now malfunctioning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace that, so I have my AFR and boost gauge working again. All I have is boost. So I need to get my AFR working, because now I'm not gonna have that SCT4 device. Obviously the SCT4 device doesn't monitor AFR, but I wanna have some extra parameters to look at when I am running the car. I mean, I know what my AFRs are typically, you know, they're low 11s, high 10s, so, you know, we're in the good AFR range. Now, the car actually is hitting fucking 16, it's hitting like 16 pounds of boost. I saw 16.7 pounds of boost last night running this car, which is a fuckload of, that's almost 17 pounds of boost in this car, and it's a stock bottom end 2 valve, and it's hauling fucking ass. I cannot wait to see what this car does with the built motor. I cannot wait to see what this car does with the Edelbrock intake and some E85. This thing is going to be disgusting. I mean, this car right now, just based off the times and just based off of how it's running. Oh my god, my exhaust is so loud. just based off the times and just based off how it's running, this car is 100% faster than a bolt-on Cobra. It's 100% faster than a stock 07 to 09 GT500. It's faster than a bolted-on 1080 Mustang. It's moving the fuck out now. So I can't wait to go ahead and run this car again after going ahead and getting these issues fixed. I mean, obviously we have a new issue, but luckily it can be remedied. And I wanted to make this video so you guys do not fuck this up like how I did. And maybe you see somebody on the side of the road that needs a jump, don't do it. If you have a car that needs a jump, don't use the Mustang. Just tell them you can't help it out, or just get one of those battery tenders. I don't know why I didn't get a fucking battery tender. I had jumper cables. Literally, I had these fucking things. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just try to jump this truck real quick. Nope. Bad idea. Bad fucking idea. But, I mean, it is what it is, man. You live and you learn. Luckily, you know, it wasn't done with something that, you know, required a really, really fucking expensive battery. So, oh man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys can hear me. Deuces.